Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in a party? Them up, them up, them up, them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to pot pies. And wanna play both sides, it's a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants, my uncle. Where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to Mammon, he opened up doors. They bung on they tour bus to come and compose.
Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And now Edelman. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. They run over center with Peterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Julian Edelman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. In search of redemption from the pick-6. Goff. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
From the 50, it's Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the air again. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rodgers looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Adrian Peterson. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Congratulations.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want to cowboy on my horse.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries with the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She two with the D's, but she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries with the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She two with the D's, cause she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh!
Here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Bounds across the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. There he goes, left side. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb, 77 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On second down, this is Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On first down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They run again on first down, Chubb.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Here now, 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Chubb running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now the Jags down 14-7, 57 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Smith. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Smith.
Being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback. Well, how about this this aggressive approach. Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Smith's going to throw it. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Smith to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
You got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my back. Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them falling. Electricity just a light up the place. The vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the dread are gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say? Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, I had to serve. Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the, then I get got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. And I'm that now, who knew? I put the new cause I might got it out the streets. Now can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 220 on both. I put in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga. Tryna get a dojo like a sensei. Rolls Royce umbrellas when I'm in the rain. I just mind my business. I got brothers that did the time, I ain't kidding. All these rappers just talk about it, I live it. Going up, I ain't got no sky limit. Yeah, 4G's on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been ballin'. That why we ball on it. Yeah, that why we ball on it. Yeah, that why we ball on it. That why we ball on it. Yeah.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough. Toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up. I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show. Thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Here we go again. Ready?
Keep the back
Yeah.
Money.
My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak, they say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I 6 feet deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked up, let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Up out the roof. Got a. I think she lost one shoe. Game the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave it the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she. Untamed gorilla. I was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? I been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues.
Let's go, 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 let's
One glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. Coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road. At the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He finds his man, complete. That's McDaniel. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They set up the screen to Chubb. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb, 61 yards. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On play action, Young. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from 53. And And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's second down and 7. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Here is 3rd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Young on 4th down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go with Chubb on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We got 4. We got 4. 49, check 49. Jim. Wide, get wide.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The play fake, now Young. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. James Harrison from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now Young. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. How about this? So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Barber on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go now. Touch the eagle. Touch the eagle. Check.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Check 1-3. Switch. Kill.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Now Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Young now. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Brandon Jones picking it off. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around to deep.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Julian Edelman from 17 yards out. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Running with Barber out of the gun. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
the play fake. Young. And this is Ertz with it. Right side.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 62 yards.
And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 4.
Handoff comes to Chubb. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down.
Chubb will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, Go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Young.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big strides. Look at him go.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now is this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And that's caught inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final try now for Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.